In the previous chapter we have seen the fight between Balak and Gorkas, and the victor was Balak. But now we can see the terror of the demon king in him. The apex of demons, the demon king, wanted to go back. Balak said, "O king, you have everything here in hell. Why do you wish to go back?" The demon king stared at Balak. Balak freaked out because of him. The ultimate power of the demon king, consuming the demons from hell, the power of gluttony, is the apex of demons itself. The demon king said, with the same view, and never-ending slaughter day after day, "How I am supposed to have it all, when there's nothing to have?" Demon king screamed at Balak. Balak said, "Are you perhaps hungry? Then I have a meal to offer you, your majesty." Although this is not enough for a king, who has already consumed tens of thousands of demons, they have offered Kamwu an ugly-looking octopus. Kamwu said, he doesn't want to have something so ugly and awful, then tossed the octopus at Balak. And he wants to eat kimchi stew. The demons started shouting about the stew. They were saying, "Kimchi stew, a dish full of crimson and blood, the ultimate food that gluttony desires." Kangu said that is not kimchi stew. He started shedding tears. The demons have no concept of meals. They understand nothing outside of feasting on the enemy after winning a fight. Balak said to Kamwu, "You must have been feeling bored, since the 7 princes of hell are all dead." Kamwu said, he wants to read novels and manhwa. Balak bowed to Kamwu, and said, "Master, since I can't satisfy you with my lacking strength, please kill me, master." Kamwu screamed and said, "Listen to me once, this place would have been all better if I have someone to love." A demon came and said, "Somebody to love like me, your majesty." It was the succubus queen, Lilith. "Are you not satisfied with Lilith's heart? You are so mean." Kamwu, with a beautiful reaction on his face, he ordered Lilith not to come any closer to him. But Lilith grabbed him with her tentacles. The succubus queen, who steals the essence of men, is in love with Kamwu. She is a nightmare for him, and he thinks Balak is way more cuter than her. He wants to go back at Earth. After consuming the last prince of hell ball, the preparations are complete now. He ordered Balak to prepare something and start moving. Balak was going to say something, but Kamwu stared at him, so Balak freaked out and said, "I will prepare it right away." He told his subordinates to call Amen and prepare the armory of the 7 princes of the hell. The black sorcerer Amen is preparing a spell for the demon king Kamwu. Amen said, "Your majesty, all preparations are ready now. But your majesty, if you put such copious amount of magic into the armors of the 7 princes of hell, it might twist the boundaries of time and space, and forcefully create a crack in the dimensions." Kamwu said, "All right, let's begin. Finally I can go home." Kamwu started the spell, and then created a huge mana orb with his magic. Everyone was shocked to see such an amount of demonic energy. Amen said, "It's magnificent just looking at it. Your majesty, all armors of the 7 princes of hell have reacted." Kamwu started moving towards the dimension crack, and said, "Even if I won't have any family, a lover, nor a friend on earth to return, but as long as it's not this damned and desolate place, everything is fine." Lilith said, "Are you really going to leave us?" Kamwu, "Tell her not to cry." Lilith was so happy to hear it. Her reaction scares Kamwu. She said, from such kind words Lilith's heart might burst out from Kamwu's love, and she is willing to go with him. Kamwu screamed and said, "Want to go with me?" He jumped into the dimension crack instantly after hearing those words from Lilith, and told her, "It was not nice to meet you. Let's never meet again." He was trapped in hell for 10,000 years. Now he is finally going back to Earth. He doesn't want to recall the past, nor does he have any expectations for the future. He just wants to go back at Earth. Suddenly something strange happened. A pop-up had showed up about the Gaia system that detected a nuclear crack. In reaching system overload, powerful electric shock hits Kamwu. He collapsed from the electronic shocks. After some time, Kamwu wakes up. He found himself in a green forest. He started to check his body. Suddenly a pop-up window showed up in front of him. It says most of his abilities are sealed. Then he heard some noises. When he looked back he saw some goblin monsters are about to attack him. There weren't any creatures like this on the earth he used to know. He decided to take care of the monsters first and then collect some info about this place. He found out his demonic energy is still lacking after using that spell. He used his demonic wings to attack. He killed those goblins easily. And also he got some stats points. He doesn't get anything about this place, the monsters, and the stat points he got. He understands nothing about these things. He wants to collect some information about this place. Kongwu used the power of gluttony and consumed all the monsters' corpses. Kongwu thought we would get some information from the biological body of the monsters. But he doesn't get a piece of information. His actions just give him another mystery, the demonic energy that is supposed to be available in the hell. Why is it here? There is a big chance this place is not Earth. The only reason for him to fight in hell for 10,000 years is to came at Earth. But now he doesn't have any solution of this situation. Suddenly he heard a scream. It doesn't sound like a monster or a demon. It's a human. He quickly rushed to the direction the voice came from. Kongwu said, "In the past 10 years I have only seen monsters with tentacles and multiple arms. Please be a human, no more tentacles please." He found that person. It's a girl. He double-checked her, one nose, two eyes and that. The monsters are about to attack her. She closed her eyes in fear. But Kongwu jumped in the middle of the monsters and the girl and killed those goblins. He gave a hand to that girl to stand up. The girl holds his hand. By the touch of her hand Kongwu felt so good it was all written on his face. The girl said, "Thank you for saving my life. My name is Han Seola." But suddenly he pulled Seola towards him and said, "Please marry me Seola." She said, "Oh no, what are you talking about?" By now Kongwu has back to his senses and apologized for his behavior and asked Seola about her injured leg. She said it was nothing. But when she tried to walk she trampled. But Kongwu catched her and gave support to Seola. Kongwu told her to rest for a while. Then he healed her wound and asked, "What are you doing here at the first place?" She said, "I had just awakened as a player. Yet I thought that I could hunt an E-ranked gate by myself. I was stupid." Kongwu asked Seola about her level. She said she awakened pretty recently so her level is only 6. Seems like Seola is kind of embarrassed. She stands up and said, "Let's get going." Kongwu holds her hand and said he would support her. And Seola became nervous now. She said she doesn't want to create any trouble for him. Kongwu said, "In a time like this, refusing help isn't a virtue. I will escort you to your destination." Then asked Seola to show the direction. She said, "Then I will be in your care until we reach the entrance." "Yes, leave it to me," Kongwu said. He thinks about his identity. Because in the past 10,000 years he hasn't talked with any humans. But it doesn't seem like Seola is suspicious about his identity. It's all fine, he thinks. Like this he would adjust to human society. They have reached in front of a gate. Kongwu said, "How can this be possible? And this size of an space rift can be maintained. There are not any weapons or spells that are able to do it, so this can't be possible." Seola said, "I think I am all right now, let's leave this place." They go through that gate. And then they teleported to a city. There were so many humans there. Kongwu was so happy to see them. Now in his mind doesn't have any doubt this place is Earth for sure. After 10,000 years he is finally back. And tears of joy filled his eyes. Seola said, "Are you okay?" She asked him to come at her place for dinner. Now Kongwu is screaming like a lunatic. The spring has come. Kongwu accepted her offer. But suddenly 2 guards came and asked them to show their identity. They wanted to see their player card. But Kongwu didn't even heard about it before this day. He said, "There's no way to do it," and used his demonic powers and made those guards to see what they want. Then they headed for Seola's home. For the next episode please subscribe to my YouTube channel. She lived in an old apartment that didn't even have a lift, so they take the stairs. But Kongwu likes this place very much. In the first place he didn't expect it to come Seola's place after all.